Hello friends, welcome to the next session on graphs. Today we'll talk about topological sort of graph, how we carry out sorting of graphs. So before starting with it, what it does, it gives a dependency tree. Like it gives a dependency between two events, you can say, right? It gives a dependency tree in linear order, such that if any event B requires that A be completed before B gets initiated, then A will occur before B in the ordering. Right? It's type of sorting, in fact. In simple example, if you want to understand what is topological sort, of course, the name sort indicates it is ordering, right? Ordering in the sense, now prerequisites. Suppose you are doing graduation. To go for graduation, you should have 12th standard completed. Before going for 12th standard, you should have 10th standard completed. So it gives the dependency, like to go for 12th, 10th should be completed. To go for graduation, 12th should be completed. To go for post-graduation, graduation should be completed, right? So it gives a dependency. So here what we are doing, we are going to put the activities in such a way that they'll be ordered in a prerequisite order. Like if in ordering A comes and then B comes, that means for B to get initiated, A should be completed first. So this is what we'll be doing in topological sort. Okay, so topological sort is a linear ordering of vertices in such a way that if there is an edge in the directed acyclic graph, we call it as DAG, right? Going from vertex U to V, then U occurs or U comes before V in the ordering. If you say U is an activity, V is an activity, and there is an arrow going from U to V, that means the activity U should be completed before activity V gets started, or before you start the activity V. This is what is the topological sorting is possible if and only if the graph is directed and acyclic. Now, this is an example. It's an example of DAG. Means it's a graph which is directed. Arrows have directions, like right, and there's no cycle, like from A to C to B, but you cannot come back to A, right? So graph does not have any cycle. So it is directed acyclic graph. The ordering of the nodes in the array is called topological ordering. So what we'll be doing, we'll be selecting that nodes and we'll be putting them in the array, right? Which will have the ordering of these nodes. There are multiple topological sorting possible for a graph. So a single graph can have number of topological sorting orders. So let us take an example to make the concept more clear. Now look at this graph. The graph is DAG, that is, it is directed and there is no cycle in the graph. You can just check, there is no cycle in the graph. It is a cyclic graph, right? Okay. Now, if you look at the things carefully again, let us say A, B, C, D, these are the activities which needs to be carried out. Now, to carry out activity B or to execute activity B, activity A should be completed first, and then only activity B will get executed. Similarly, to execute activity C, activity A should be completed first, right? Then only C can get executed. And for B to get executed, A should be completed, C should be completed, and then only B gets completed. Look at the directions of the arrows which shows, right? For D activity to be executed, right? B should be completed first and E should be completed first. There are two incoming arrows. That means B should be completed first, E should be completed first, and then D can be executed or can be started. Fine. So let us look the example. So the very first step, what we do is we write the in degree of each vertex. Now, previous lecture I already spoke about in degree and out degree, right? What is in degree? In degree is the edges which are coming towards the vertex. So here we have table of in degree. These are the vertices and these are the in degree. Now, in degree of A is 0. Why? Because there is no incoming arrow to A. Right? In degree of B is 2. So how many arrows are coming towards B? An edge coming from A to B, edge coming from C to B, right? There are two arrows coming towards B, edges coming towards B. So in degree, we write it as 2 here. In degree of C, there is only one edge coming from A to C, right? So in degree of C is 1, but out degree, if you can see, these are 3. Out degree of C is 3. There are 3 arrows going out from the C, but there is only one coming towards C. So in degree is 1. Now in degree of D, D has 2 arrows coming towards it. So in degree of D is 2. Similarly, in degree of E, there are two vertex edges coming to the E, that is from C and then one go from F. In degree of F is 2, E is 2. In degree of F is 1. There is only one edge coming to F, that is from C to F, right? And in degree of G is also one edge coming from E, right? So the first step, what we do is we create a table with the vertices and their integers. Now, next step is what? We select a vertex whose in degree is 0. Why in degree 0? Because it doesn't have any dependency. You can directly start from here. There's no arrow coming to A. So in degree is 0. So there's no dependency. This activity can start. So first you select the vertex A whose in degree is 0. So what we do is we remove it from the graph. We put it in the array, right? And also we remove the associated edges of A. That is one going to B and another going to C. Right? So that associated vertices with A is B and C. Now, when you are removing the edge, what will happen? In degree of B now reduces by 1 and in degree of C also reduces by 1 because these edges are removed. When A is removed from the graph and added to the array. So in degree of B which was 2 now becomes 1. In degree of C which was 1 now becomes 0. Fine. And we add node A to the array. Fine. Node A is added to the array. Now this is the array which will give us the topological ordering of the vertices. After removing A and its associated edges, this is what the graph looks like, right? And now look at the table. Now A is already ordered. So we just put it in a blue color, right? And the node what we are considering will be in yellow color and its associated nodes will be in green color, right? So the next node what you select, vertex what you select with the in degree 0 is C, because compared to all the other vertices, C has 0 in degree. So select C. Now once you select C, which are the vertices which are associated with C? You have B, you have E, and you have F. You can just see the arrows going to F, you're going to say E and E. So what you'll do now? Remove the C from the graph, add it to the array, and also remove the edges related to C. Now, once you remove this edge, what will happen? In degree of B will reduce by 1. In degree of E also will reduce by 1. And in degree of F also will reduce by 1. So once you remove C and add it to the ordering, B's in degree will reduce to 1. So it becomes 0 now. Fine. E's in degree becomes 1 now. From 2 it becomes 1. And F's in degree which was 1 now becomes 0. Right? And C is added to the array. Fine. C is added to the array. Now once C is removed from the graph, this is what the graph looks like. Now here you have two options. Now vertex B also has in degree 0 and vertex F also has in degree 0. So you can select any one of them. If you select B, you will have separate ordering. If you select F, you will have separate ordering. So here itself, you will have two orderings, topological ordering of the graph. So let us start with B. So what we do, we select B. So if you select B, which is the vertex associated with B is D, right? So you remove B, add it to the array and remove the edge from B to D and decrease the in degree of D by 1. Now in degree of D is 2, now it is reduced to 1. Fine. Now A and C, the blue color indicates they are already there in the sorted order. They are already there in the array containing the order of vertices. Now after you select B, what you are updating the in degree of D because B is related to D. So now B will be added to this array, topological sorted array, right? B is added. Now the next what we select is F, whose in degree is 0. Now what is associated with F? F is associated with E. So what you'll do, you'll decrease the in degree of E from 1, now it will become 0. You reduce the in degree of E by 1, so it becomes 0 and add F to the array. F add to the ordering array. F is added here, right? Now again check the in degree. Now the in degree of, remember again I repeat, the vertices in blue color are already in the array, ordering array, right? So these cannot be considered. So now you have D, E and G. So what we consider the vertex with in degree 0. Now E is in degree 0. So if you remove E, in degree of D will reduce by 1 and in degree of G also will reduce by 1. right? Because there are incoming arrows. And E will be added to this array. Fine. So if you select E, D's in degree which is 1 now becomes 0. G's in degree which is 1 now also becomes 0. Fine. And E is added to the array. Now next again you have two vertices with in degree 0. So again you can have two more topological sorting orders here, depending on whether you select D first or you select G first, right? So here now we select D, right? So once you select D, there are no vertices associated with it. So directly add it to the array, right? Directly add it to the array. Now D is added to the array. Now G is the last vertex with the in degree 0 and also it is the last vertex in the list. So just remove it and add it to the array. There are no updates here because it is not associated with any vertex. Fine. Now this is what you get as a topological sort of this given graph. Now instead of D, if you select G, then this is what you get the topological sort. And the previous example also, in previously also we had the options. If you remember, here we had B and F. We selected B, but if you select F, again you get another ordering of the topological sort. Fine. So you can have minimum 6 topological ordering for this particular given graph. All are correct. You can write any one of them. Fine. So it's very simple and the easiest concept of graph theory, where you're ordering the vertices of the graph depending on the prerequisites or depending on the dependency. Now B is dependent on A and C, right? So first A and then C will get executed. Why C is dependent only on A? A is not dependent on anything, so A is first. C is dependent on A, so after A, C can get executed, right? B is dependent on A and C to complete. So once A and C are completed, then only B can get executed, right? And then B gets executed, so on and so forth. These are simple terms of topological sorting. These are two examples what I want you to try. And again, remember, topological sorting can be carried out only if the graph does not have any cycle and it is a directed graph. Fine. So what are the applications of topological sorting? So scheduling jobs from the given dependencies among jobs, this is what we saw just now. You can have instruction scheduling, like even in case of programs, when you're writing a program, there is a sequence what you need to maintain, right? So instruction can be scheduled. Determining the order of compilation tasks to perform in makefiles, and also it helps in data serialization. Fine. So I hope the concept is clear. It is one of the easiest topic of graph theory. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.